Hey everybody, I see you there. Have a coffee. Where did you get that coffee? Tim Hortons. I thought as much. Is that coffee? Excuse me, sir.
This is coffee.
Coffee. Where did you make that?
I made that at home in a French press.
Fantastic. French press. That goes beyond the
Didn't
scope of this
expect
presentation. Raise your hands. How many of you drink coffee recently? Last night? A lot? Right now?
Yeah.
Me too. Where do you get it? Tim Hortons, we got one. Dunkin' Donuts. Made this presentation at Dunkin' Donuts. 2.6 is the number for the average person in a day. 2.6 cups of coffee. Are you at that point? I'm about to double it right now. 26% drink 4 more cups a day. 53% would give up cell phones before coffee. I don't know about smartphones, I guess I would, but I don't know about some of you. And 33% say that they need coffee. Need it. But it's expensive. My favorite drink is Ice Cap Supreme, $4.01, and they don't have a little penny jar. It's ridiculous. And it's getting costlier. Actually, the price of coffee is going up. Here's a cup of Joe, grande latte from Starbucks, $2.75. That's in New York. It's New York City, but close enough. Dunkin' Donuts is $2.29. McCafe, not cheaper, not $1 like you'd think. That's black coffee, but still 12-ounce latte. 12 ounces of Folgers, black. That's how I drink it. Take me on. It's 11 cents. That's the amount of coffee you put it into the drip the water in. I divided it from prices at Walmart and a thing of Folgers. And that's a lot cheaper. I don't know, pretty much negligible, almost nothing. Cost for a Keurig K-Cup, those are the ones you postgraph here. 55 cents to 75 cents each. Better, way better than $3.75. But worse than cents. Here's a little graph, a little chart. Don't Christofiak me. Starbucks obviously starts at 0. There's no setup costs. It's, you just go there and you buy it. Tim Hortons is the same, I'm pretty sure. The K-Cup is $229 is what I saw for buying the maker. And you have to buy the individual cups, press down. And this is your 11 cents. All the way, that is 6 months. And how much did that actually go up? It's almost nothing. $25 for a drip coffee machine. So I got mine. I got mine for a birthday present. Exactly 3 years ago today. Here's some alternatives. The Keurig is what I was discussing earlier. These are the cups. Take this, you pull it up, you put the cup in the top, you press it down, you sort how hot you want it, you sort whatever, like you can time it amount of my drip cup. And it makes 1 cup, exactly. But, still more expensive. It's a very costly machine, and it's not only Keurig brand. You can buy other brands, but more expensive. And the machines cost $100 plus. I saw the used. I don't know if you want to buy a coffee machine used. And I had my $25 drip coffee for 3 years, almost exactly. So there's the value. Here's another alternative, energy drinks. I also had an energy drink, but earlier today is what I'm saying. You can do both, but it's just not as price efficient. So it's priced like drip coffee. You, sir, don't pay for them sometimes. You get them for free, I hear. Random person in the audience. They have a high sugar content. Some of them don't, some of them are low carb or no carb. But the vast majority of them, 100, 200 calories in a can. They're huge cans, whether the BFC. It's huge. And the additional chemicals with unknown long-term side effects that you may or may not want to get into. I don't know. Things like taurine is not going to hurt you, probably. It's in fish and such. But there's been no studies on long-term effects and the significant increase in usage in recent times, which is significant energy drinks. And here's another alternative. Stop drinking coffee. Clearly the worst choice. Fatigue, trouble concentrating, flu-like symptoms. These are withdrawal symptoms from coffee if you stop. So don't. It's awful. Takes 2 weeks to reset back to normal. 2 weeks of flu-like symptoms from concentrating. It protects against Parkinson's, type 2 diabetes, and liver cancer, among other things. There's antioxidants that cancer, I think. They're good for you, is what I hear. So the solution is you buy a coffee machine if you don't already have one. If you do have one, good for you, you've already passed. And you buy the coffee, not at Tim Hortons, you make it yourself, like this thing. You bring it in, and they have these little cups. Anyway, they have them at Tim Hortons, in fact. Here is a little calculator, and if you want to write it down, hughchow.org/calc/coffee.cgi. You can go there after class. And a little calculator, what you might save. Store-bought coffee price per cup, $2.99 was Starbucks. Says you can consider McDonald's coffee for a cheaper drink. Not much, $2.29 for a latte. I'm going to latte prices. Self-brewed or office coffee, it's at 11 cents. That's black. You can add other things, like milk increases the price, but not up to 55 cents, let alone $3.75. And how many days do you drink coffee per year? I have every day. I have the average 2.6, as I said before. That's a lot of coffee. That might be exaggerating, but you get my point. Investment yield is my favorite part about this. If you took that money instead of buying coffee, like it's just the net difference. You're still drinking the same amount of coffee. If you just invest that instead, then you get almost $3,000 a year. 3% in my research for Evans Bank. I learned there's 3% yield on credit and debit cards. Checking accounts. Thank you for the fact check. So, get out there and don't buy right outside. You're done with class, maybe you have one more class. Don't do it. Save your money. Go buy a coffee machine. You could, your own prices, write it down right now, take out your pens. How much would you pay for coffee? Mine was $4.01. How much could you pay for coffee? Down to 11 cents. Drink it black, extra milk, whatever. Times how many cups you drink, times how many days per week, times how many weeks in a year. Incredible. Here's my sources. Exactly 7 minutes.
My problem is